Hi Kinder friends, welcome to today's Read Aloud. Today we're going to be reading a story called Duck and Rabbit. Today's story is about perspective. Can you say perspective? Very good. What is perspective? Perspective is how you see things. So like two different people can have two different perspectives. Two different people can look at the same thing and see it differently. So like, for example, if I looked at my dog Clifford, I might see him as cuddly and loving and fun and the best thing ever. But if someone else looked at my dog Clifford, they might see him as big and scary and ferocious, and then might run away from him. That's having two different perspectives and basing your opinion on how you see things. We're going to talk about perspectives in this book called Duck and Rabbit. Speaking of my dog Clifford, can you see him? Do you think he's cute and lovable, or do you think he's big and scary? Clifford, say hello. If we look at the cover first, you can see that there's an animal on here. The storytellers in this book have a different perspective on what kind of animal this is. Do you think you can see why the storyteller might be confused? What animal do you see? Well, can you look at it this way? Do you see that this could be a duck's bill? Can you make a duck bill? And there's the duck's eye. Or the storyteller might see it like this, as a rabbit. Can you see the rabbit ears? Show me your rabbit ears. Hippity hop hop, hippity hop. So as we read this story, we're gonna listen to their perspectives. They're gonna have a conversation and try to decide what they think this animal is, a duck or a rabbit. Before we start, I want you to decide what you think. Do you think it's a duck or do you think it's a rabbit? What do you think? When we're finished, I want to see if you can tell me your reasons why you think it's a duck or a rabbit. So you decide right now what you think, if it's a duck or a rabbit, and then keep that idea in your mind. Duck, Rabbit by Amy Krauss Rosenthal and Tom Lichtenfield. There's our title page, Duck, Rabbit. So on the first page, can you see that there's these little lines here coming from the words in the book? Those little lines are to show you that there's two different people having a conversation. So this little line tells us that one of the people say this part and another one of the people say this part. And they're having a conversation, trying to convince the other one of what they see and what they think. This person says, "Hey, look, a duck." And this person says, "That's not a duck, that's a rabbit." They don't agree, do they? They have a different perspective. Now the other person says, there's the line, it says, "Are you kidding me? It's totally a duck." And this person says, "It's for sure a rabbit." This person says, "See, there's his bill. Can you show me your bill?" And this person says, "What are you talking about? Those are ears, silly. Show me your bunny ears." Hippity hop hop, hippity hop. This person said, "Well, it's a duck, and he's about to eat a piece of bread." See? Eat it up. And this person says, "Ugh, it's a rabbit, and he's about to eat a carrot." There's your rabbit bouncing over to eat a carrot. This person says, "Wait, listen, did you hear that? I hear duck sounds." And this person says, "That's funny. I distinctly heard rabbit sounds." It's so funny because they're both looking at the same animal, but they're seeing it different and hearing it different. This guy hears the duck going, "Quack, quack, quack," and this guy hears the rabbit going. This person says, "Now the duck is wading." Here's how you go, wading through the swamp. And this one says, "No, the rabbit is hiding in the grass." Which one do you think? Do you think it's wading through the swamp, or do you think it's hiding in the grass? Which one do you think? Okay, remember that idea. There, see? It's flying. This one sees that the duck is flying. And this one says, "Flying? No, it's hopping, like a bunny hops." Those are some good reasons to persuade you, huh? Oh my goodness, whoa, I have to turn this book this way. Look, the duck is so hot. He's getting a drink. You see how his duck beak is dipping into the water to get a drink? And this one says, "No, the rabbit is so hot, he's cooling off his ears." See him cooling off his ears and looking up at the sun because he's so hot. It's a hot rabbit. Or is it a thirsty duck? Here, look at the duck through my binoculars. Can you make some binoculars? Binoculars are those things that you look at to get a closer look at things. Look through my binoculars. This one says, "Sorry, still a rabbit." Here, ducky. This one says, oh, in big capital bold letters, "Here, you cute little rabbit." I think they're both feeling very strongly about their opinions now because the letters are so big and dark. They're feeling strong. Oh, now they're back to normal. Oh, great. You scared them away. I didn't scare them away. You scared them away. They have a difference of opinion, don't they? You know, maybe you were right. Maybe it was a rabbit. Oh, this storyteller is starting to have his mind changed, changing his opinion, changing his perspective. And this one says, "Thing is, now I'm actually thinking it was a duck." What is happening here in their conversation? They're having their minds changed. The one who thought that it was a duck is starting to think now it's a rabbit. And the one who thought it was a rabbit is now starting to think it's a duck. This is silly. Look at the rabbit's body with a, what is it? It's so confusing. Oh, now this is a, I don't know. It's a rabbit changing into a duck. And, oh, now you could see it like a rabbit and see this one like a duck. It's so confusing. They're different perspectives. What do you see? This one says, "Well, anyway, now what do you want to do?" I don't know. What do you want to do? I guess their conversation's over. They're changing their conversation and trying to decide what to do now. This one says, "Hey, look, an anteater." And this one says, "That's not an anteater. That's a brachiosaurus." Can you believe it? They're having a different perspective and different opinions again. I bet I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna try to convince each other to agree with what the other one is thinking. It's gonna start all over again, huh? But for now, it's the end. So kindergartners, in your perspective, based on what you saw, or in your opinion, what you think, what do you think the animal was? Do you think it was a duck, or do you think it was a rabbit? What do you think? Oh, okay, well, why do you think that? Why do you think it was a duck? Or why do you think it was a rabbit? What are your reasons? Oh, those are some great reasons, kindergartners. A duck or a rabbit? In my opinion, I think the animal was a rabbit. And the reason why is because the animal is all white. And I think when I see it, I just see all white bunny ears. But if it were a duck, I think that its bill would be more like yellow or orange. That's just my opinion. Is my opinion right? Nope, it's just my opinion. And that's the thing with perspectives and opinions. There's no right or wrong answer. It's whatever you think. Now, if you're really bright and you want to take it one step further, you could do something like write down your ideas for what you think the animal is and write down your reasons why you think it's that animal. Then show your reasons to someone in your family or to a friend and try to persuade or convince your family or your friends of what you think. You might just be able to convince or persuade someone. I challenge you. Have a great day. Thanks for coming and listening to my story of Duck and Rabbit.